Welcome guys back to the channel. For today I took a voyage into the World Wide Web to find the weirdest plane for this flight simulator, X-Plane 11. So let's do that now. We are spawned into one of these weird planes that we have actually talked about before on this channel. Yes, this is the Tupolev F24, or as I like to call it, the Mini Concorde, or the Mini 2144, which it kind of is. The Tupolev F24 is a supersonic private jet. Yes, this plane can fly at supersonic speeds. I'm showing you this exact one because it's probably the best concept add-on plane that you can get for this flight simulator. I mean, look at the quality. It is pretty good. And yeah, I mean, I've already made a video about this, so there's no point in talking about this plane really. So let's move on. But yeah, you should definitely check that video out I made about this plane a few months ago. But now, let's get even weirder than this. I mean, the Tupolev F24 was a concept plane made by an actual airline who know what they're doing. But you know what? Let's talk about some ideas random people had and just, I don't know, they just realized these ideas in the sim. Why not? You can just build your own plane in here. I mean, it's pretty hard to develop a plane yourself, but some actually managed to do that. So how about something like the AtraGaN? Yes, a very interesting invention. And yes, you are seeing this right now. Yep, this is the plane. I mean, is it a plane really? It's more of a ship, isn't it? Yes, someone actually thought it would be nice to make a ship fly, and in order to do that they had to break physics. Yeah, this plane doesn't have any wings, but somehow it's able to gain lift. Let me just show you. This thing has rocket engines. It is very interesting. So you can hear it is quiet, you hear no sound. Alright, lift off. Oh no. Alright, that almost got very close. But we have actually taken off this AtraGaN plane ship. What is this supposed to be actually? I don't know. But it does fly. And we have these very small control surfaces here that are definitely not enough to gain any type of lift in this aircraft. But I guess it still flies, so that's kind of badass, isn't it? But after all, this is supposed to be a ship, so let's land it on the water. Alright, saw you landing. Oh my goodness, that was a crash. Right, the AtraGaN has sunken into the Lake of Constance. That was really not good. God damn it. Alright, let's see how this plane lands. It is very, very fast. I mean, it has no wings, so in order to create lift, it has to fly very fast, I guess. I mean, this doesn't even have landing gear, so it technically cannot even operate on a normal runway, can it? Oh. It turns out that you cannot even land this plane on water and not on the ground. So, I don't know, this plane doesn't even make any sense. I think we should move on. Yeah, that was the AtraGaN, or the AtraGaN, I don't know. Alright, so what do we have to deal with now? Jesus Christ. Okay, alright. This is the BTL-95 stall airlifter. Yeah, very interesting indeed. What the hell is this? I mean, how should I even begin on this? I have actually no idea what this is supposed to do, but let's just take off this plane. Alright, there you go. It's got a lot of power. Oh my goodness. Yeah, these are some very huge propellers. Alright, but we have taken off. That is all fine. The plane is super duper quick. I would even say this plane accelerates better than an airliner, a jet airliner with jet engines. Yeah, this plane is just completely maniac. What the hell? And what is that Lufthansa cargo supposed to me? You know what? This actually looks like something that you could operate on water, so let's just do that. Now, this plane is supposed to be a STOL plane, so it can take off vertically. I don't know how to do that, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna crash it now. Now, would this plane be physically possible to make? Probably, yes. Oh, you gotta be smooth. We're a little fast. Right, that was not smooth enough, I guess. Yeah, I have no idea how to fly this plane. I mean, after all, its biggest feature is its stall plane capabilities, which means that it doesn't really need a long runway, and it really doesn't. Jesus Christ. There we go. We're already off. That was amazing. All right, so next time we're gonna test an airport, we're gonna use this plane, definitely. Yeah, this plane can genuinely take off vertically. That is actually pretty cool. Jesus Christ. All right, I kind of do like this plane now. That's pretty cool. Oh no. I mean, this plane has 2 layers of props. It is pretty damn strong. Oh my goodness. All right, I think it's time to move on now then. All right, so how should we move on? You know what? How about a blimp? You know, a long time ago, X-Plane used to have blimps in the simulator, and this is a blimp. I mean, it is an aircraft, even though I have no idea how to fly it. In fact, actually, Actually, a blimp pilot doesn't really fly its blimp, but he drives its blimp. Because it's not really a plane, is it? But it doesn't work for me. That is weird. Oh, we're falling down. Yeah, how do you fly a blimp? I don't know. Now, yes, a blimp doesn't even need engines to fly, does it? So we're all good. But I don't know. How do you control the altitude of this plane? Alright, then I think it's time to land this plane in water. I mean, what can I say? It's a blimp. It's pretty slow, but it's quite chill, isn't it? You know, you can just turn off the engines and drift away in the air. That's pretty nice. And it's quite a large aircraft, isn't it? But I'm glad that we have airplanes nowadays, right? Actually, the aircraft should stay afloat, obviously, because we have this huge balloon here, and it worked. Alright, that was perfect. You know what? I do like blimps, even though they're super slow and kind of useless, but who cares? I think it's time to move on. Actually, I downloaded another VTOL plane that can take off vertically, but I don't know. I think we're done with all the vertical stuff, aren't we? But I've got more. Something that I have here is the Air Force 188, which looks very interesting. Jesus Christ, what's that? All right, we gotta test that one out. All right, so, oh my goodness, what the hell? I mean, what can I say? It is a very interesting plane, and as long as it flies, I'm all fine with it. Something that I find a little bit weird is that there is landing gear on the tail side of the plane. This seems just very wrong. It's like when you buy an A380 on Wish, you know, that's what you get. It has 3 engines. That's a little bit less than an A380, and again, we're greeted with a very badly developed 2D cockpit, which is not ideal, but as long as the plane flies. All right, take off. Oh my goodness, trees, forest. All right, that was fine enough, I guess. Yeah, Air Force One has taken off. I mean, here, yeah, it does fly. That's good. It has a pretty large wing, doesn't it? Very interesting tail design. I haven't noticed that one. I don't know how you call this kind of tail design because I've actually never seen it before, but it seems to be able to control the airplane, which is good. All the control surfaces are there where they have to be to fly the aircraft, and the airplane flies pretty well, doesn't it? Could this plane be made in real life? Yes, but no one would actually make a plane that looks as ugly as this shit. Jesus Christ. It looks like someone has run over an A380, you know, with their very, very big car, and now it's pretty flat. That's what it looks like. Or someone stacked an A380 besides another A380. We're about to crash into a mountain. It just looks very weird. Its aileron roll capabilities are pretty damn good, so that's great. But why would anyone build this? This is just ugly ass shit. Something that I do want to do is land this plane, you know, see how it feels like. It probably isn't the nicest plane to land. Alright, we are carrying the president, which is what the Air Force One is obviously for, and he wants us to make a smooth landing, obviously. I don't know how fast you are supposed to land this plane at, but landing a plane at 200 isn't really the smoothest thing. Let me just say that. Yeah, we're gonna have a pretty hard landing, aren't we? Okay. Alright, that was a landing. Probably not very smooth. I'm sorry, Mr. President. I think I'm now fired. I mean, it stops pretty quickly, though. We have just stopped on this pretty small runway. So, you know, Air Force One is able to operate here just fine. And again, I'm thinking, well, what did the person making this plane exactly think when they made it? Look at these huge speed brakes. Now I know how this plane is able to stop that quickly. Actually, it even has a parachute, which is... oh my god, it has 2. Jesus Christ. 3 parachutes. Okay, whatever. This is a pretty bad one, actually. I wonder one thing. Can these 3 parachutes actually allow this plane to glide down smoothly in case of an emergency or something? You know, planes like the Cirrus, they also have built-in parachutes that can get deployed in mid-air and will save the people in the plane with quite a smooth landing, but, alright, yeah, President's dead now. Okay, that was not good. A plane that I don't think I have actually talked about on this channel yet is the Lippisch DM1. Isn't that a German plane? I think it was made in Nazi Germany, and this actually also existed in real life, and that one actually flew, unlike all the other plane in this video. I mean, this doesn't have an engine because it's actually a glider. Yeah, we have to be towed by another airplane or by a winch in this case, and it doesn't work, does it? Honestly, I don't know how to fly gliders anyway, but oh. Yeah, it does have a retractable gear design. Oh, right wing gone, but we're still alive. Hello there. Well, that didn't work out either. And again, I don't know the purpose of this plane, really. What did Nazi Germany think when they built this? I do not know. I mean, it's a glider that doesn't glide. I mean, it won't even lift off properly. Now it will. Well, it doesn't even create that much lift. And it looks very interesting. I guess if you put an engine on it, and if it was a rocket engine, then this aircraft might just fly in real life. But as you can see, it doesn't very much do that here. Oh. I mean, it's kind of cool. I think they used this plane to develop another plane, you know, just to study the physics, really. And maybe this plane helped, so that's good, I guess. We have to say that. All right, something else I downloaded was the Ariane. What the hell is this? All right, here we got the Ariane, which is quite a... I don't think it looks that bad, does it? I kind of like the design. It does have 3 engines, which is pretty unusual for a modern aircraft. It does have a very pointy nose, definitely. Kind of looks like something like a Concorde or some kind of supersonic plane. Maybe this plane is supposed to go supersonic. This is the cockpit of the aircraft, very much stolen from something like a Pilatus PC-24. Pretty much spot on. Jesus. But I mean, it kind of looks okay. The wings are very interestingly shaped. This plane doesn't have a very long wingspan, but these wings are pretty wide. And we don't even want to talk about the tail of the aircraft. By the way, I'm pretty sure that there will be a lot of tail strikes with this plane if it ever came out. Jesus Christ. Look at the distance between the actual landing gear and the tail section of the aircraft. Yeah, we're about to have a very big tail strike. All right. So, speed is alive. It's not very quickly accelerating, especially compared to all the other planes that we talked about today, but it's fine enough, I guess. Let's just go ahead and take off before the runway ends, which we did. That was perfect, you know? That was okay. You know, we have these very short wings, and these will allow us to do very large aileron rolls. This is kind of cool, isn't it? Maybe let's take a look at the cabin of this plane. Oh, is this supposed to be some kind of private jet? It looks pretty nice, pretty spacious. All right, why not? I think the plane can be pretty fast. To be honest, it looks pretty nice when it flies. I like long planes. That's what he said. You know, planes like the A340 or the 757s that look like pencils, they have something very special to them, and this one has something very special to it too. You know, especially with this very pointy design. It looks pretty sleek and pretty modern, doesn't it? To be honest, I do not know what this plane is supposed to be either. Some kind of very fast private jet that is very long. I don't know, it's kind of too long. That's what she said. But the creators of this plane, I don't think he had very bad ideas. This is actually kind of nice. All right, so we could move on. Do I have anything else? I think I downloaded the Experion, which sounds very similar to the Ariane. I don't know if it's made by the same person. Let's check this one out. Oh my goodness, what the hell have we spawned into? All right, welcome aboard the Experion. This is probably not supposed to be a passenger plane, but it does fly, and it does have landing gear, so let's land it. Yeah, this is supposed to be some kind of spacecraft. Probably something like the space shuttle, because it kind of looks like it, even though it does look a lot uglier than the space shuttle. But it's more modern, I guess. That's okay. It's pretty quiet too. Very nice. Here we go. Ouch. But a landing is a landing, isn't it? Alright, that was a pretty decent landing. But yeah, this plane is okay. I mean, it flies. It's not really a plane, isn't it? It's a spacecraft. But my favorite of today's video was the AtraGaN, simply because it didn't make any sense at all. Like, it's a flying ship that cannot land on asphalt, but also cannot land on water, even though it's a ship. But it's a flying ship, and it had rocket engines, and it could actually fly even without wings. That was pretty nice. You know, it's nice to break the laws of physics, and something really funky right now is going on with the simulator. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night.